Red suits, black masks, no names, no voices, just cold precision and eerie silence. But who are the mask guards really? Are they just mindless drones? Or is there a darker, more twisted story hiding behind those blank masks? Today, we're diving deep into the untold story of the guards, the faceless enforcers of Squid Game. And believe me, it's way more complicated than it looks. So grab your popcorn and maybe keep an eye on your surroundings. You never know who's watching. Eyes. And hey, before we dive in, what do you think? Are the guards just employees or prisoners in disguise? Let me know in the comments. Performing Arts Part 1. The surface layer, let's start with what we know. The guards in Squid Game wear red jumpsuits and black masks with distinct symbols. Circles, triangles, and squares. They speak only when necessary, follow a strict hierarchy, and are absolutely ruthless. But here's the thing. If you've watched closely, they're not just background characters. Magnifying glass tilted left, symbolism breakdown. Circle, the lowest rank. These guys do the grunt work, from cleaning blood to disposing of bodies. Triangle, armed enforcers. Think of them as the foot soldiers. Square, supervisors. They give orders, monitor the players, and maintain control. Television fun fact. The guard system mirrors a real-life military hierarchy. It's eerily similar to the structure used in North Korean detention camps, with color-coded uniforms and numbered identities. If you were forced to be a guard, which symbol would you want? Circle, triangle, or square? Drop your answer below and choose wisely. Brain Part 2, what makes a guard? Here's where things get creepy. Remember Episode 3? When one of the guards was caught secretly harvesting organs. That moment told us everything. These guards are not emotionless robots. They have motivations. Desperation, greed, fear, humanity. Light bulb speculation. What if the guards are former players who made a deal with the frontman? Think about it. Many of them are young, poor, and highly trained in obedience. What if they didn't win, but were offered a second chance to live by enforcing the game? Open book mini backstory hypothetical. Imagine Young Ho, a former player who was eliminated in round 2. But instead of being shot, he was pulled aside and told, "You don't have to die. You just have to serve." Now he's a guard, living behind a mask, watching people play the same deadly game he failed at every single day. Busts in silhouette commentary. Is this better than death? Or a slow psychological death behind a mask? Let me know. Would you choose survival if it meant becoming part of the machine? DNA Part 3. The recruitment theory. This is where we dig into the real mystery. How do they recruit these guards? Globe with Meridian's theories from Reddit and fan forums. Black Mask Initiative. A rumored underground network where failed contestants are silently recruited into guard ranks. Debt slavery. Guards are chosen from people with criminal records or extreme debt. Individuals who would never be missed. Military draft parallel. North Korean defectors have described being drafted into secret programs where you either comply or disappear. Could Squid Game be hinting at this? Television connection to real events. Remember the Nth Room scandal in South Korea? That operation involved layers of anonymity, coercion, and hierarchy, just like the guards. The creator of Squid Game might have drawn from real headlines. Do you think Squid Game is exposing something deeper about our society? Or is it just entertainment with creepy vibes? Sound off in the comments. Brain Part 4, Behind the Masks. Now, let's talk identity. Who are these people really? Open file folder leaked scene dissection. In Episode 5, there's a blink and you miss it moment when a guard removes his mask, and he's barely an adult, possibly in his late teens. That tells us something. These guards aren't veteran enforcers. They're expendable. They're kids. Brain psychological conditioning. What if the guards are brainwashed, trained in a cult-like boot camp, forced to wear the mask 24/7, only removed during sleep in isolation pods? Regular psychological evaluations to ensure loyalty. Studio microphone speculation anecdote. Some fans believe the guards are sedated daily, microdoses to dull their empathy. It's not confirmed, but if true, it would explain their robotic behavior. Creepy, right? Performing Arts Part 5. The Frontman's Game. The Frontman, the mysterious overseer, plays a massive role in controlling the guards. But why doesn't he trust anyone? Even the square guards are kept in the dark. Puzzle piece theory. The guards aren't employees. They're captives. Door hypothetical scenario. Each night, guards sleep behind locked doors. No freedom. No access to the outside world. They're not the captors. They're the second layer of victims. Open book fan fiction highlight. A viral fan theory suggests the guards are recruited at a young age and raised inside the Squid Game facility, trained like child soldiers. They don't know any life outside the game. If you found out you've been raised inside a lie and were actually part of a game for the rich, what would you do? Would you rebel? Or stay silent? In Arrow Part 6, what if? The guards revolted? Let's play with fire. Imagine the guards turn on the front man. Imagine a rebellion from the inside. Fire, what would happen if? A square leaked the secrets to the outside world? A triangle turned his weapon on his own superiors? The circles stopped disposing of bodies and started talking? Clapperboard hypothetical ending. In a future season, we see the game collapse. Not from an outsider, but from a guard who remembered what it meant to be human. Microphone final engagement. What if Season 2 is told from the guard's perspective? Would you watch that? Hit like if you're ready for a spin-off. The Red Rebellion. Claquete outro. So the next time you watch Squid Game, don't just focus on the players. Watch the guards. Their movements. Their hesitation. Their silence. Behind every mask, there's a story. Maybe even one that looks a little too familiar. Fire. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and don't forget to drop your wildest Squid Game theory in the comments. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious.